You're about to spend $400 to make your screen smoother. And I can prove with math that you'll barely be able to tell the difference. Most people believe the same thing. Bigger hertz number, smoother screen. Every step up the ladder feels as big as the last. It doesn't, it's not even close. And the people selling you monitors are betting you never do the math. So here's the question that should be in your head every time you see 240 hertz. Is the upgrade from 144 to 240 actually as big as the upgrade from 60 to 144? Because that's the only question that matters. Not, is 240 better than 144? Obviously it is, but how much better? That's where the truth lives. And to answer that, we have to stop looking at the hertz number and start looking at the thing your eyes actually see. Your monitor's refresh rate tells you how many frames it can show per second. But what your eye perceives and what determines smoothness is the time between each frame. That's called frame time. And this is where the whole illusion falls apart. Here's the rule I want you to remember for the whole video. You don't feel the refresh rate, you feel the frame time. Every upgrade is really just shrinking that gap. And the gap gets smaller and smaller the higher you climb. Let's run the actual numbers. And I'm going to put this on screen because this table is the entire video. Look at that. Going from 60 to 144 cuts the gap by 9.7 milliseconds. That's a massive jump. It's why 60 to 144 genuinely feels life-changing. That's the upgrade you feel in your bones. Now watch 144 to 240. The gain is just 2.8 milliseconds. Less than a third of what the first jump gave you. Same money, a fraction of the smoothness. That's not an opinion, that's arithmetic. And it keeps shrinking. 240 to 360? You're saving barely over a millisecond. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, so what do I actually get for my money? Good question. That's next. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you 240 hertz is worthless. It's not. If you're a serious competitive player, where a split-second reaction literally decides rounds, that reduced latency and motion clarity is a real measurable edge. Pros don't buy 240 hertz to flex. At their level, 2.5 milliseconds of edge is the difference between winning and losing. But here's the part marketing won't show you, and it's the trap most people fall into. A 240 hertz monitor only gives you 240 hertz if your system can actually feed it 240 frames per second. If your rig can't hit that in the games you play, you're not getting 240 hertz. You're getting a very expensive 100 hertz. This is also why you'll see 165 hertz plastered on monitors that feel very close to 144 hertz for most people. The number sounds bigger, so the marketing leans on it. But the real difference between 144 and 165 is about 1 millisecond of frame time, much smaller than the jump from 60 to 144. Before I give you the verdict, if you're new here, Hammered Hardware. We break the specs down so you don't have to. Subscribe if you want tech buying decisions that actually make sense. So now the honest part. Who should actually buy what? Let me make it dead simple, and I'll put it on screen. If you're on 60 Hz today, upgrade to 144 Hz. Single best monitor decision you'll ever make. That's a no-brainer. If you're a competitive player with a rig that can genuinely push 240 plus frames, 240 Hz is defensible. Just know you're buying it for competitive edge, not smoothness. And if you're a casual or semi-competitive player already on 144 Hz, put the $400 somewhere else. A better GPU, a better mouse, a chair, anything. It'll improve your experience more than that monitor ever will. And here's the part nobody says out loud. The people arguing 240 Hz is a must-have? Usually the ones who already bought one. So next time someone tries to sell you a bigger Hertz number, remember this table. The climb from 60 to 144 was the big one. Everything above it is a smaller and smaller sliver. Do the math before you spend the money. What refresh rate are you on, and do you think you can actually feel the jump past 144? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if this saved you 400 bucks, hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.